Hello everybody! It's time to try out the portable heaters or the space heaters. Starting off with this Toastmaster 9B1, I'm finally getting into this and cleaning it up. Somebody had used grease on the motor and that really caused a lot of trouble. So I'm slowly getting all that cleaned up. Hopefully we're going to get better action out of the motor. Alright, I got the fan all cleaned up. Going to give it a test run. Don't try this at home. Beautiful. Spools right up quietly now, like it's supposed to. So I don't have my tripod, so I'm just having to improvise here a little bit. Let's see if I can get this put back in. Not much wire link to work with. That one goes here. And then the other one plugs into a terminal. Wiring seems to be in good shape on this. Let's see that. May go off frame for a minute, but I gotta see where that plugs in. Right there it plugs in. Might be out of frame right now, but I'm trying to plug this motor back in. Got it. And this was a trash pick from a few years back. And I'm now getting around to fixing it up. Alright, I got that back in, and now I'm putting all these screws back in. Didn't really need to take this screw out, but I did it anyway. So it's rated at 1,320 watts. See what it does. (1,086 watts). 9.61 amps. So yeah. That's real inefficient, isn't it? A whole whopping 9.59 amps. And this thing is really chooching out the heat. So this is the vintage Toastmaster 9B1. Let's move on to the next one. Next on the list is this Polonis heater I got many years ago for cheap is free. We'll start with fan only. Pulling about 11.7 watts. Let's put it on 1300 watts. And on my kilowatt meter, it's reading 1,165 watts. It's chooching out some pretty good air. Nice and toasty. I'll put it on 1,500 watts and see how it does. I notice the lights flicker just a little bit. On 1,500 watts, it's actually reading 1,330 on the kilowatt meter. There it is, stabilized. Pretty good heater. Let it cool down a moment and I'll shut the fan off. Should I need this one, it's ready to go. And it's got a pretty good spin down time. Next heater is the old NuTone Markel, Scoville, all of the above. Probably from the late 70s, maybe early 80s. It's got this type of cord on it, so it's a bit newer. Here's a look at the controls panel. It's got the fan mounted in the top. Sucks air in from the top and blows it out the front here. Let's give it a run up. Fan only. Moves a decent amount of air for what it is. It's not a very large size. This fan is 24.8 watts, so we'll just call it 25 watts. Put it on the 750 watt setting. That one's chooching at 726, 725, 22, burning off some dust. 723 watts on low setting. It's just a good, gentle, warm breeze right there. Now we'll go for 1,500 watts. Notice the fan slows down a bit. And this one's coming in at 1,316, 14, settling in. Looks like it's bouncing. We'll call it 1,310. That seems to be where it settled on the watt meter. And that's a good warm breeze. That'd keep a fella warm. And again, we'll put it back to fan only, let it cool down a minute. Notice the fan speed picks up dramatically. And turn the thermostat all the way down. This does not have an actual off position. It's just fan only. 750 watts. 1,500 watts. And there's a look at the fan. Look at it spin. Look at it spin down. It's in good shape. Alright, I got one more heater. I'll go get it down and we'll try it out. Next up is this Holmes ceramic heater from the late 90s. There's the control layout. Thermostat. This one's got an actual off position. Fan, low and high. There's a look at the fan. Let's see what it does. This is a pretty good little heater. They were still making them pretty darn good at this time. We'll do fan only. Turn the temperature up first. Fan only. It's got an indicator light. I believe it's neon. These don't put out a whole ton of air, but it does heat up pretty well. Put it on low. See what it comes up to on low. It's made it to 300 and climbing. I'm beginning to feel warm air. Looks like we settled at 590 watts on low speed. Let's kick it up to high. And we're starting to climb again. Nope. We're setting it 600 watts. And that's as high as it's going. I don't know if it's got a rating anywhere on it. That it's chooching at 602 watts. So this is the Holmes ceramic heater from the late 90s. Cool it down a bit. This fan only is 15.6 watts. I guess the little indicator light adds a little bit to that. Let's see, I can turn it's cool enough to turn the fan off. Let's see what it does with the light only. Doesn't even register. So that could be an LED. So that's a look at the space heater startups for 2022. Thank you for watching.